Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Welcome to the success reading for your sign. I am intending this to be about success financially or within the career, but to be honest, it seems to be whatever Spirit wants to bring up. So we'll just see what happens. But I can tell you that you have the card of Perkins. And this is about an awakening of your energy. This is where success is actually in the cards for you, and that it's on the horizon. There is, however, a need for you to continue to do things to improve. This is about self-improvement journey. It's about you focusing on what you can do to strengthen your skill set, to move that energy up and forward. It feels very much like almost a Kundalini rising kind of energy. So so Aquarius Suns, happy birthday to you, because wow, what a nice gift you're getting here in the energy of the message here that, it is, luck is on your side and there's something coming in. I'm going to pull all of the cards because before I get started too much into this, I'm recording this on February 6th. It's really good for like the next 4 to 6 weeks here, and I am recording this. I am recording this right after that full moon, which was very powerful. And as always, after a full moon, you may or may not notice it, I'm really in tune, and I get really kind of an energetic slump for like a day or two, and then it picks back up. So that's just really actually normal and typical. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you guys, big movement forward. This card that I put back, because it isn't supposed to be, but it kind of wanted to peek out. It was this card of the frozen growth, nothing happening, and this cat of confidence and self-confidence, and the spring coming. It's really about the thaw. It's about the awakening. And so the message was the same. So I didn't feel the need to keep it. So you are being asked to take a look around. Who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with people who have a positive attitude, that have the sense of confidence? Are you hanging out with people that support you, that lift you up, that encourage you? Because, I want to say not just people. Okay, so what are you taking in? Are you watching a lot of, I don't know, news? Right? And it's kind of tough sometimes when they start talking about the economy or whatever they're talking about that seems like doomsday all the time. Your optimism is going to be really important. Optimism for what you're doing, staying really focused and in your power. You have lots of money cards showing up here. So yes, this is for you. This is about financial success for sure. Okay. It could be that where you're working, you could be working at a place where people are, I hate my job, blah, blah, blah. You go into work and it's a grind, and it may be time for you to move on from that energy. Like, not because you don't like the job, not because you don't like the work, but because everybody's attitude around there, you walk in the door, the more you're like, you can actually feel the energetic drain. Wow. There is a need for you to pull back from people, whether it's in your personal life, maybe within your family, maybe it's your friends group, or it's people at work that are being energetically draining, energetic vampires, because you are in the process of an awakening. And so when you're in the process of awakening, of your energy rising up and ready to spring out into the world, what you don't need. So think of yourself as a little seedling, right? And you're beneath the ground, and you're getting all the strength, and you're trying to push through. And you have these wet blanket people in your life. It is like someone literally puts this blanket over the top of the ground, and the little seedling, it can push through the dirt, but it can't push through the blanket. And so there is a need for you to release and let go of situations, co-workers, or people who don't you don't feel inspired around. You need to feel inspired right now, because you are taking your energy and you're trying to push it up, and then that takes a lot of energy of inspiration to push through. And so it may be that you need to just pull your energy back from everybody around you, create a safe space for you to be inspired, and work on some kind of a creative project, or a plan that you have, or whatever. It is about forward movement for you, but there's strategy involved, and there's a need for you to really figure out who you're hanging out with that's draining you energetically. And this feels so important, because this card talks about that kind of removing yourself from lower vibrational people. You have the card here of the Five of Autumn, which is about poor timing for a career change if you're feeling challenged by the money issues. And so reaching out to assistance for others, but not letting other people's low energy impede you. It's like really a need to ask for who it is that you need and you want. You have, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you to step into your greatest potential? So it may be that you need to find a new mentor at work. Maybe, you can't maybe change departments, but is there someone in another department that will work with you, that will inspire you and help lift you up on your way? Because there's something about this Five of Pentacles sitting in the energy of lack. And I don't know that it's your energy of lack. It almost feels like you're surrounded by people who are in the energy of lack, and that becomes your energy signature also then. And if you're in the energy of lack, it's hard to be successful. And since you have this card of success, and at the key to the situation, you have the clover, the lucky card, and right here there is a pentacle that is about financial success. It is the key here, and in the place of the key, this is the key. It's what's draining your energy, is that you're not feeling lucky. And I think that you don't feel lucky because you're surrounded by people who don't feel lucky, and it's rubbing off on you somehow. You have detox your friendships and quiet retreat. So this isn't about saying to your friends, oh my God, you guys are so exhausting, and just storming away. This is about just when they're all like, hey, after work, we always go out to the bar on Friday night, but then it turns into a bitch session about work or whatever. Let's say, actually, I need to go home tonight. I'll catch you guys next time. And next time may not be next time. Next time might be a little further down the road, that it's like removing yourself right now, not necessarily forever, but from these energies that make you feel bad about yourself or bad about your situation. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create the quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. And so there's this need here to strategize. In the area of the action to take, we have the fox, and the fox is strategizing how to get the fish, and the fish is abundance. And so there's almost a need to pull your energy away from everyone else and the everything sucks attitude. So disconnect from the news, anything that's like brings your energy down. As soon as you listen to it, if you're not laughing and if you're not having fun, it's not the place to be right now, right? You want to create from the energy of joy, because then what you create will bring in more joy. So you literally have the card of detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive, which is exactly what this card said. So it's hard to miss that that's the message, right? Hard to miss. Who are you spending time with? It matters. Who are you spending time with? And so we can choose to be inspired. So I was going through a dark time, and I was gifted. It was a gift. A series of tapes from Zig Ziglar. It doesn't matter who you choose to inspire you. But there was 12, 15 tapes. I listened to them every day for like 5 years. Totally turned my world around. because I was inspired. I was inspired to make change. I was inspired to believe in myself. So, and so I continue to do that. You know, there's the books from Stephen Covey, and there's the 1 Minute Manager, and I was constantly going to school of inspiration. And so, is there a book you could be reading? Is there an audio tape you could be listening to? Are there podcasts? You know, listen. What it's like, you need to you know, we are what we eat. Right? And in this case, what you're eating is negative, low vibrational energy around you. And what you should be eating is inspired energy, because it is that inspiration that feeds that little seedling that I'm seeing that's trying to sprout. Right? And so what environment you put that little seed in determines whether or not it will be successful and grow. And you have great opportunity here. So you're trying to figure out where to anchor. This anchor right here is laying on a bunch of rocks. Right? It is just laying on a bunch of rocks, and it might be hooked onto that rock. Is that rock a good place for it? Does it really anchor in the energy or not? So where are you anchoring in your energy? And in the area of what's holding you back, there's this confusion, this clouds. And so I feel like it's the negative energy actually that's around you that's blocking the sunlight from coming in order to support the growth. How do you transform the situation? Get to work. Get to work. Make the changes. You know, go till the field of dreams, and you want to do that in fertile soil. And this doesn't feel like fertile soil. This feels like the sewer, right? This doesn't feel like the place to be tilling the field of dreams. So in the energy of resources, you have the card of the path. You're being asked right now to make a choice for yourself of what energy you want to be in. Where do you want to energetically try to plant your seed of intention to grow something? Because in the heart space, you have the salmon, the fish. This is a lot of abundance. And you have the little girl here, but she's collecting eggs, a lot of abundance. In the heart space, if you anchor into feeling abundant, that is the energy you want to move forward from. So you can control your environment to some degree by making some really good choices here, because it is time to move forward. This card of being all anchored and stuck here, no. This is the card of the rider, and this is the anchor house. That's really interesting. This is the house of the rider. No, this isn't. This is the house of information. This is the house of the rider. And the rider says to be strategic and move forward. But this is the house of the anchor, and you have the rider. And so it's really important that you anchor into movement forward, that you anchor into growing, that you anchor into changing something. Ask for the assistance where you need it, but it's more about moving away from, retreating and quietly, not through fireworks. You don't have to be mean and nasty about it, because that just attaches that energy to you. Just excuse yourself from the table. You know, excuse yourself from the after hours parties or whatever it is. Just create some space for yourself, and then go do something that inspires you. Something that is creative and it feeds your soul. You need to be fed with inspiration right now. That's what's going to make the seed of success grow. All right, you guys take really good care of yourself. I will put the full moon video in the description box below, and I will link this week's video here. I hope that you create this. You're worth a little bit of time to yourself right now. All right, you take care. I'll talk to you soon.